Poison with Vanessa coming through there. Some nice Afrobeats music. So you know what's so interesting? The country that I am going to, there's a specific club called Afro Phuket, right? And it is so fun because what they do is they just completely, they set up that club specifically for Africans, you know, for Afro beats, piano, bubblegum music, like across the board. And I just found it quite beautiful that Africa is being, I don't want to use the word accommodated, but I think for this, for argument's sake, accommodated in that way. Because conversations years ago, we used to say, no, in Africa, we're never, you know, seen like that. But the fact that we're seen to the point where we have a whole club named after, like, you know, for us specifically, I think is quite amazing because it means the demand was there. So shout out to us. Speaking of music that is specifically for us, Joy of Jazz. Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. We had an absolute ball yesterday, and today the festivities continue, and they've given us VIP tickets as well. How fun is that? We're gonna have a good time. Joy of Jazz is going to be taking place all weekend, and we got an opportunity to speak to the artist. It is 8:30 Central African time. I'm wondering who we're going to start with because honestly, I had such a good time, and you're going to hear it in my voice. I had a good time speaking to them about the different conversations. We got to actually meet Steve Bedi, who we've spoken to him via interview, but now getting to meet him was such a beautiful moment. You know, we realized that, you know what, we exist beyond these radio walls. You know, we were able to actually meet. But let's get into the conversation. Let's take a listen. It is another beautiful afternoon, and we are here for the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz, where we're meeting the artist, the people behind the amazing music. And today I am joined by Steve Bedi, all the way from Ghana. Welcome back. We're so excited to be speaking to you. How do you feel today?
I'm so excited to be here. It's a prestigious, you know, event, and I'm so excited to be a part of, you know, those being on stage. I'm going to be on stage before. Yes.
Yeah. So when they say if it's nice, you play it twice, right, you were like, okay, cool, yeah, we are definitely coming back this time.
Yeah.
You know, when you got that call from the Standard Bank team, they were like, we need you here, we need you to grace us with your music. You know, what was your immediate thoughts? You know, the playlist, all of that. Yes.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
It was exciting because I have been myself. Look, I can only talk about myself. Okay. Yeah. I have been wanting to be on this stage for a very long time. So when I got the opportunity, I was so excited, you know, and I called up my manager and we're like, listen, you need to contact these people right away and let's make this happen because, you know, I need to be on that stage. So the joy and immediate thoughts like, what am I going to do? Yeah. What kind of repertoire I need to put together, you know, because I want to nail it, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I want to take it like I'm taking it like one shot, something, you know. So it was really, really exciting for me. And every day I started thinking, oh no, I changed my reps about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
If you ask my team, they'll tell you. I go like, no, we're not going to do this, let's do this, let's do that. Like, can you just be certain with what you want to do?
Of course.
Because it's like a long opportunity that I have waited for so long that, you know, I didn't know what to do. So, you know, those things just have to come along. But it was so exciting.
Yeah.
And here I am today, right here with you guys. I can't wait to climb that stage tomorrow.
Yeah. But I can imagine what the experience is like having to select the specific songs that you want to introduce us to, you know. A lot of people, when they come to Joy of Jazz, they are meeting their favorites, but also getting to know new people that are going to be their favorites. So what is the process like having to choose the playlist, you know, the orchestra, the type of set that you want to present yourself as? Because you're only good as your last show. So I can imagine that when you put it out on the floor tomorrow, you want to make sure that people remember you for that specific show.
That's the right word, remember me. In fact, it was difficult because I changed it about 3 or 4 times. And what it is that I would want to be remembered. Like 2025, there was a guy from Ghana called Steve Bedi. He graced the stage. and it was great. So I thought about the kind of songs that resonates or that would resonate with the kind of crowd I'm going to be performing to in South Africa. Knowing South Africa, you know, jazz being very, very huge here in South Africa. So I took it very seriously, like not playing, you know what I'm saying? I took it very seriously, like I need to play songs that would actually put my right foot forward, would also introduce my kind of songs to South Africans or jazz lovers over here, and also make them remember me. Like, okay, we've listened to songs, we've seen artists play, but this guy also did something that resonates with us, and even after 2025 we still remember his performance. So
I can imagine how the different landscapes of jazz looked like. You know, in South Africa we're very intricate with our jazz, you know, we're very selective, very choosy about it. But in Ghana, what does that look like? You know, for those who perhaps are traveling there, we're entering the festive season, so you know, people are catching flights now. What does it look like in Ghana, you know, for someone who is a jazz lover?
In Ghana, in fact, jazz is brewing very, very fast. Not as big as South Africa, but it's always great when you hear that there is a jazz, you know, show or something happening. People, you know, for the love of what you do, they always want to be there. Sometimes those who fly into the country will go like, hey, when again are you performing? This year, end of year, are you performing? Are you having a concert? So people start, you know, looking out for certain things that they might do. Especially jazz lovers, they will want to know if something like that is happening so that they can really prepare, you know, for it and just take it all in. So in Ghana, I would say it's always taking one step up each time. So it's really, really, really brewing very, very fast. And soon, probably, Ghana is going to be one other big hub for jazz music. So the euphoria in Ghana when it comes to jazz is really good. You find great people, the elites, you know, even youngsters, those 20, 25, you know, they're all plugging into it right now. So it's really doing well. It's really doing well.
So what would you say is the winning formula when you step into studio creating your music? What is the one thing you can acute your formula to creating amazing music?
Trust me, when I go to the studio to create a music, sometimes I don't really plan it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sometimes when I plan it and I get to the studio, some way, somehow, something happens. So I don't get to, you know, do exactly what I really plan to do. There was a time I was going to the studio to record a song, and then another song just popped up in the studio, strangely. Like, till today, I can't explain it. Because I was just playing, trying something. My studio engineer was, you know, busy doing something. I said, okay, put on the keyboards, let me just try something. Trust me, while I was just playing around, a song popped up. The song started from the beginning. I got the melody, the chorus, everything, the bass line, everything from beginning to end. And I ended up recording that song instead of the actual song that I was going to record. So it's more like me letting my spirit flow and do what the moment wants. I'm in touch with myself that much. So I can create something or I can put something together, but when I get into the studio and that thing is not gelling, I just allow it to flow. What works? What am I receiving on that frequency? What's the spirit telling me? What's my inner person telling me? I do it, and that's it.
Where can we find you? Social media, where can we find your music so that those who are maybe going to Joy of Jazz tomorrow are just feeling like, you know what, I just want to try this. I just want to experience this, a new genre, a new body of music. Where can we find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. Instagram, Steve Bedi, or Steve. Once you type in Steve Bedi, you'll find it. Or Steve_Bedi, you know, on all platforms. I think only on X, former Twitter, you find Steve Bedi music. And it's all Steve Bedi everywhere. And the thing about Steve Bedi is an experience. You need to experience Steve Bedi to really know what he's made of. So what you should expect tomorrow will be a Steve Bedi experience on Joy of Jazz 2025. Conga stage, go grab your tickets, Ticketmaster, and let's make this happen.
Amazing stuff.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so
and we will
much.
see you tomorrow.
I can't wait to see all of y'all.
Es-tu préoccupé par quelque chose? Es-tu passionné par les questions?